Okay, so hey guys, my name is Layla Wood and welcome back to my channel, and I want to welcome Kaitlyn.
Hello.
Hello. So as you guys can see by the title, we did something pretty awesome this weekend, and we just wanted to share it with you guys here. So we're just gonna get right into it because it was a pretty big weekend. So we're gonna start with the first day, Friday. For me, we woke up, like, both Scott and I woke up really early. It was a Friday, so we had to get Aria to daycare for 7 in the morning. So after we dropped her off, we did some errands around town. I ended up somehow buying a $50 foundation without knowing it was $50 until like an hour later after getting home. So that was fun. Then I was just, you know, frantically packing. Then Kaitlyn came over and she had news. So do you wanna take it away with the rest of, you know, how your Friday went?
So I didn't have a great morning. All my plans changed, and I may have gotten a call from my girlfriend saying that she missed her flight because she didn't have a travel visa for her trip. So she was going to her mom's place outside of the city. So we decided to go there for the night instead. That kind of started to throw everything off, but I needed it, and so did my girlfriend.
Oh my gosh. And so to also clarify, Haley was to be traveling to Vietnam with her one friend to meet another friend who is already there traveling, and so then all of that happened. So we ended up going to Haley's mom's place and stayed there for the night so Kaitlyn and Haley could have their last night together, because Haley ended up leaving at 5 in the morning the morning after, which was awesome that she was able to get all of that sorted out within like literally what, 24 hours, just under 24 hours, and was able to hop on the next flight. There was mess with that though.
So Air Canada messed her flight up. They put her on the wrong flight and she ended up in the wrong country, which kind of ended up working out in her benefit because then she had a 2-hour layover instead of a 6-hour. So, I mean...
So what country was she supposed to go to originally?
China.
What country did Air Canada end up sending Haley to instead?
Korea.
Korea! Oh my gosh. Well, there you have it. That was Friday for us. So that is the reason why we didn't go straight to Toronto in the beginning like planned. We did that instead. And it was nice because Haley's mother-in-law, it was her birthday, so it was really nice. We were able to go see her, you know, see the family. There was a nice seafood dinner that I couldn't eat because allergies, you know, girly things. We ended up going to bed early, and Haley was already gone by the time I woke up, obviously. Kaitlyn and I woke up and we left for
about 10,
and then it took us just under an hour. Once we got into the city, we walked, well, so we had to take a train, and then train to Subway, and then Subway, then we walked, correct? Yeah, got it right. So once we got to Jaden's apartment, we packed up and headed out to the community center where he was filming his short film. Okay, so question time. What did you think you were getting into? So for me, I've never done this before, but Kaitlyn actually had the chance to do this exact thing the weekend before with JADEN. And you've never done anything like that before working with JADEN, correct?
Correct.
So for you, it would have been like the previous weekend. What did you think you were getting yourself into?
I thought it was going to be more difficult. I expected that I was going to have to do a lot more with the lighting crew because that's what JADEN set me up for, but fortunately he hired a very professional crew who knew exactly what they were doing and they didn't need any help. So that was wonderful. I expected to be doing more running around and picking things up, but I only had to go out for one errand myself.
Same thing for me, honestly. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, a lot more fast-paced in a sense. And don't get me wrong, there was it was fast-paced in a lot of different ways, but
there's moments,
like, definitely, I don't know, I didn't find it hard. I found it really fun, really great.
I think what we were specifically doing in relation to like prepping food and putting out spreads is something that we both have experience in, and you especially with your past jobs.
Yeah.
So it was not very intimidating and we were given good stuff to present, so it was easy to make it nice.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Basically, once we got to set, we unpacked the carafe table, made sure the cast and crew had breakfast, had fresh coffee, all of that kind of jazz, and we were also just some extra hands if they needed it. What does a PA do on a film set? So this is the Google definition. So that's literally exactly what we did. We, made food and got, we made coffees. There was a PA who shuttled people around.
Did
pickups and everything like that. We were definitely extra hands for anybody that needed it. So that was definitely our job description, and that is exactly what we did. So you said that JADEN kind of had you like he wanted you kind of helping with lighting a little bit and everything. So did you end up ever helping out with that at all?
Only in the sense that we helped put up black foam and the garbage bags over the windows.
Yeah.
But outside of that, no, they had enough hands on deck to do everything.
They were everybody, every department that was working, I found did their job so well, flawlessly. It was just really well oiled machine. Something I did also bring was my camera because JADEN wanted me taking photos of some behind the scenes stuff, so I was able to get some cool photos and a little bit of video. Other than that, we were just honestly extra hands, and it was a lot of fun. We were able to at least for me, I learned a lot of new things, met a lot of really amazing people. I want to also mention another one of our jobs which I also thought was very important. There was quite a few people on the cast and crew that had dietary needs and stuff that we were able to meet, which they were very thankful for, which I think is something really awesome. Just felt really good to know we were doing our job well and stuff, because we got quite a bit of compliments on that, and that felt good. Moving on to Sunday.
Wait, I want to say something else that I thought was
please,
no, it happened on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So
well, then we're moving on just right along. So we got up early. We got there to set with the rest of the cast and crew for 11 a.m. and we were there for 12.
Well, It was 13 hours.
13 hours. Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like, yeah, 13 hours.
13 and a half hours by the time we were actually in the car.
Very, very long days on set, and because all of the windows are completely blacked out, you like just lose track of time. So just very similar to the day before, we made sure that all the food was out for, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We made sure that the coffee was always fresh, and you know what? We made French press coffee all weekend, so it was nice. You know, we were just extra hands and everything, so that was just, you know, basically the main part of the day. What were your biggest worries or fears for being an unexperienced noob?
I guess I was scared that there was going to be a lot more lingo that I wasn't going to understand, and I think I was concerned that I was gonna have to do a lot more random pickups in this big scary city and like get lost, and that really didn't happen. I also thought that people were gonna be like a lot more intimidating and not as friendly.
Yes. So for me, I was really worried about just getting in the way of working professionals, because I'm just a little small town bean. I don't want to get in the way. That's the last thing I want to do. Another one was ruining the shot, which ended up happening. I accidentally got into one of the shots by accident. I felt so bad.
We were in it together.
Am I in the way? Am I in the way? One of the main things I did not want happening. I was worried that I was not gonna like work well with somebody, like that I was gonna meet somebody on set that just, you know, we just rubbed the wrong way or whatever, but honestly, every single person, amazing. So nice. So, okay, near the end of the night, once there's actors that aren't needing to be used anymore, they are sent home. So there was only one actor left, and they needed some of us PAs to help run lines. So I thought that was kind of fun. I was like, ooh, this is fun. I love doing this kind of stuff.
We had to be eye lines.
So we're going through the very first time, you know, they run. They're like, okay, lights, camera, action, whatever they say. And so they start, and, you know, I'm reading these lines back and forth, and all of a sudden you hear, cut! And I'm like, oh, fuck, did I do something wrong? And all of a sudden, it's like, okay, you need to switch out. Layla, you're too short. And I'm like, why does this always happen to me? I didn't get the part because I was too short. So it was a lot of fun to be able to at least do it once and try and help out. But so anyways, after that, I just stood and I just took some photos and videos. And but
yeah.
Kaitlyn had this little sassy part where she needed to like storm in with her little boots.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yes.
Loved it.
Very exciting.
So after we finished up, I'm actually, I don't know if you heard this, but did we finish with like 2 minutes to spare?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I heard that right. So we finished with 2 minutes to spare, which I thought was pretty awesome. Everybody seemed really, really excited about that.
We were so pinched for time, and there was concerns all day that we weren't going to get it done on time.
Okay, that is why. So
I don't know how you missed that. Panic.
I was keeping morale up. What do you mean?
Yes, you were.
Woo! I did it. I tried my best. Right over my head. Like, I knew there was panic. I like did hear all of that and whatnot, but like I didn't realize it was like that serious kind of thing where they didn't think that they were gonna actually
behind
finish
on the first day.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a little bit, and so.
Didn't realize that. You see, maybe I'm not good on a film setup. Maybe I'm not. Okay, anyways.
You did your job perfectly, and that's all you can do. You can't do anything
I feel like I did my job really well. I feel pretty proud of myself, especially going into it as so unexperienced. Yeah, I think it was pretty awesome that we were able to finish with such great time, since, you know, we were so crunched for time in the beginning. After that, we packed everything up. It took us about an hour to pack everything up and finally get out of the building, and got all the equipment into the shuttle van so it could be taken back the following day by Jaden and Kaitlyn. So after we got everything packed up, got out of the building and had it all locked up, we traveled back to Jaden's apartment. We hung out for actually quite a bit. I figured we were all gonna crash right away, but I think we were all on like a high, you know what I mean? So we stayed up for quite a bit, hung out, which was really, really nice. And then we finally went to bed. It was definitely after 2 in the morning. So that was a lot of fun. And then we woke up in the morning. You and Jaden left to go and take all of the equipment back across town. So then I just hung out at the apartment, had a beautiful morning with a beautiful view, was able to FaceTime my girl and chat with Scott and everything, so that was really, really nice. And then you guys got back and we literally packed up and left. Like that's, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And basically we walked all the way down to the subway, took the subway, and then got off and hit the train, and then all the way back to where the car was parked, and then traveled all the way home.
We left Jaden's apartment at about 2:30.
And we made it home at 6.
It would have been sooner, but we were parked in Newmarket rather than along the east-west line. So
we had to travel further to go back. So that's what ended up happening, but honestly it was really nice. We had a really nice drive. The GPS took us through back roads because it was actually quicker than taking the highway. So I thought that was actually really nice too. So that was our weekend, and it was crazy but a lot of fun. What was the best part of the weekend? Do you want to answer this one first?
No, you can go ahead, because all I can think of is the worst part. Like, I was just laughing at myself puking. I mean, honestly, the best part for me is that Ran and Jaden got to clean up my vomit. I can say that Web Stars cleaned up my vomit off a rental van that I got sick 2 weekends in a row. I don't know what's wrong with me.
So yeah, my favorite part of the weekend was like just being able to meet everybody, and like everybody is just so different, and so like everybody just does they all do different things, so like you learn like something different from everybody, and it is just so cool, and like that's definitely, yeah, my favorite part.
You also learned how to load money on a Presto Pass properly.
So what was the most unexpected event that happened? And like for you, I guess it could be like for both weekends.
The first weekend, the most unexpected event that happened when the fire alarm went off in the funeral home that we were shooting in. Luckily, there was no active funerals at that time. It actually wasn't the fire alarm, it was the heat detector, because that was located too close to a light bulb. The fire department showed up. We had to evacuate and run out with as much expensive equipment as we could all carry.
That's unexpected. Oh man, oh man. I found it quite unexpected that our carafe table was so well put together, and everybody was really like impressed and happy with it. It wasn't really an event, but it was just more like an unexpected comment that we got, especially being in the city, like just having so many options available to you at all times. It's just surprising to me. I don't know. So I don't know, I felt pretty good about that too. So yeah, next question. What would you do differently?
Try to be more involved in the first day, where during load-in, so I didn't know who had what sorts of allergies, and I didn't know what food we had brought as opposed to what was already at the establishment or what individuals had brought themselves.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean.
I would have brought one of my big jugs of water had I known it would have been such a friggin' hassle to get water.
If we would have known more, in a sense, what we were getting into and what exactly our job was, and obviously it's our first time and hopefully we'll be able to do this again, definitely be a little more involved and take control of that bit a little more, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, yeah, definitely something I wish that we did a little differently. Also for me as well, just talking to more people. I definitely talked with a lot of people, learned a lot. I wish I just made more connections, I guess. I think it was like still really, really awesome, and like I still met everybody and like chatted with them and stuff, obviously, but like, you know what I mean? Like for myself at least, I wish I kind of used that opportunity as well, like on like the down times to like also network a little bit, but we were all literally way too busy and all had a job, so like that's understandable as well, but that is also something that I wish I did. So how was the overall weekend for you?
I mean, very tiring, but a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, I would have to agree. Very rewarding.
Yes.
Like at least that's how I felt. Honestly, it's probably one of the best weekends I'd ever had. Like, just because it was so new and different, I got out of my comfort zone. I don't really have anything else to compare it to. And last question, would you do it again?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh. Like, if I could do that as a career, I think I would. You know what, I love, like, you know what I mean? So I loved the job. It was my kind of job. But the one thing that I do not have are muscles. That kind of sucked, so I couldn't really like help carry heavy things, you know, I was struggling. But I think I was still able to, you know, help out in a lot of other ways and stuff, but that was the one thing. I don't have muscles, so it was kind of hard for me to carry equipment and help out that way. Yes, I would do that all over again in a damn heartbeat. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a longer story time. I apologize, but I wanted to share this experience with you guys because it was so new for me and new for Kaitlyn. A lot of fun. We learned a lot. It was really interesting. I also want to give a huge shout out to JADEN. We have been talking about him this entire video, but we have not mentioned exactly who he is. So he is an old high school friend of both Kaitlyn and I, mainly Kaitlyn, obviously. He is also the writer and director of the short film that we were so fortunately able to work on. He also has a YouTube channel called Ran and Jaden. I'm going to leave it linked down below because I want every single one of you guys to go and check it out. It is the
satirical take on the millennial experience.
Yes, literally, yes. I love that. It's perfect. They're perfect. Go and check them out. Again, their channel will be linked down below. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and ring the bell so you guys are notified for the next time I post. Again, thank you to Kaitlyn for filming with me, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!